Hi guys, I thought I'd do a video comparison between three of the open wheels or formula style wheels, one from Thrustmaster and the two Fanatecs. I've had a bit of time with each one, so I thought I'd share my thoughts on each of them if you're wondering what direction to go in. So let's move some of these boxes so that they're out the way. So first, let's have a look at this is the Thrustmaster sf1000. This is absolutely amazing build quality, it really is. The OLED display on it gives you so much information on games like iRacing, ACC, AMS2, and it's superb. The thumb encoders have a good amount of resistance to them, so you're not going to flick them by accident. The only thing that I didn't like out of the box was the magnetic paddles. They were so loud. Even though they felt good, they were just way too loud. So these are the upgraded paddles, so they're using micro switches instead of magnets, and fairly quiet, dead easy to press with one finger. Very short activation. All of the switches on this are functional, unlike the cheaper Ferrari wheel. So all of these, two of them are for going through menus and cycling through different screens. All the buttons feel pretty good. Need a lot of force to press most of them. This thumbstick is a D-pad. Not the easiest thing to use in the middle of a race, but you know, it is what it is. On-off switch for the screen for when you power it on. The price is around the 350 quid mark, which sounds like a lot, but it is all carbon fibre and it is a proper replica of the sf1000 wheel, and it's absolutely excellent. You've got some analog paddles for using a dual clutch. Typical Thrustmaster slow release, just a plastic, the usual plastic nut with a screw to pin it. So I wish they'd bring out a proper quick release. So that is that one. But then let's go to the nearest Fanatec wheel. It's only 270mm, so it is a little bit small. This is the Formula V2.5. It's not the X, because I preferred the colour scheme of the regular 2.5 rather than the red accents of the Xbox version. Magnetic shifters, extremely quiet, like really quiet. They feel lovely. Need a lot of force, so 2 or 3 fingers for this one, otherwise your finger's going to start aching after a while. Perhaps a little close to the grips, so if you do single shift it, then you can end up tapping your knuckle. But yeah, lovely. All the buttons feel excellent. Short throw, easy to press. They work flawlessly. Dials feel good too. You've got these up and down switches. What else have we got? Got a proper thumbstick, so you can use that for a mouse cursor if you can't be bothered using your mouse. So that option is there, and then this is like the D-pad effectively. So yeah, shift lights the same as the Thrustmaster. Much smaller LED screen, just like all the Fanatecs. Still get a fair amount of information. I just have gear change and speed on there. So that's about it. Thumb coders, they feel nice, they're just very easy to move, so you might move them by accident in the middle of a race. I haven't yet, but it's probably possible. But a really nice leather feel to it. Really, you know, impressed. That's the quick release that I've put on it, the QR1. So much, you know, much nicer than how Thrustmaster do it. So aside from being a little small, I prefer it to be a little bigger. That's just personal preference, it's not the fault of the wheel. The Thrustmaster, I can't remember the size of the Thrustmaster, but it feels like it's maybe 29 or 30. But you can react quicker with something shorter, so there is that argument as well. So yeah, that's the Formula 2.5X. And now the little classic, the McLaren GT3 V2. I love this wheel. It's only £200 compared to, with the tax, the Formula 2.5, I think I paid £370, that's pounds. So similar price to the Thrustmaster. But the McLaren, it's 200 quid, 30 centimetres wide. Heavier than you'd think considering it's mostly plastic. None of this is carbon fibre, it's just covering. Gear shift, kind of in between those two. Nice and easy, nice and quiet, works flawlessly. And then paddles for clutch. The same, I've put the quick release on this one as well. The buttons, they're okay, perfectly fine. I can't tell if it's the material that the rim's made out of, but these, even though they are likely the same, these, I don't know, they feel slightly more tactile. I'm not sure if I'm imagining that. So yeah, it's got all the dials you need on it. Not quite as much as the other two. It does rattle a bit when you're at 90 degrees and the force feedback's hitting hard. But for 200 quid, I absolutely love it. It really is one of my favourite wheels. And yeah, if you're on a budget and you want to buy something from Fanatec, I'd pick up this one over any of the other ones, because it really does everything really well, and it's great for the price. So let's compare the sound of all the gear shifts. So GT3 McLaren, Formula 2.5, and the sf1000 with the optional paddles. So because that's a micro switch, it's a little bit louder, but it's the easiest to press. So I think that's about everything. So which one to get? I don't know. I love the Thrustmaster, but now I'm using the Fanatec DD. I'm missing using this wheel, but the DD, you know, I can see I'm probably going to use the 2.5X, the 2.5, probably more than the others. But yeah, I'll keep putting the McLaren on now and again, just because it's a nice fun wheel. You know, it's back to basics. It's just really good. So yeah, there we go. As I collect more wheels, I'll do more videos. So yeah, thanks for watching. Take care.